yes, you have people that are ready to share knowledge in this kind of industry. Uh, People that are not even your direct team. So it's not everybody that do this. It's the work of love, and we appreciate you for the love that you have for the 5%. We appreciate your leadership role that you have been given to everybody, irrespective of either they are your direct team or not, in NeoLife. Quickly, not to waste most of our time, we will start, and I will quickly introduce you in the small way that I know. You introduce yourself proper, Ofali. We are glad to have
Okay.
Mr. Majeed Wuraola, Alaji Majeed Wuraola. Yes, is our leader in NeoLife. He has been in NeoLife for almost 2 decades, if not already 2 decades. That should be
Yeah,
almost
this month.
this
This
month.
month.
Make it, you see. So when I said 2 decades, I'm not wrong. So it's 2 decades in the business, and that is not beans. Yeah, as we used to say in Nigeria, it's not beans. Yeah. So we are once again we are glad to have you here, and I would like you to introduce yourself proper for a lot of people on the call that didn't know about you, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Sheyi. It's a great pleasure being part of this impact making group. I'm so happy to be part of this because this has to do beyond all of us here. There are many lives that will be changed with this. And you know, the ripple effect of when you just throw that stone in that big ocean or river, you can't tell how far it will go. And that's why it should be a good one. That's
Hmm.
what I believe. It's a good one. Now we have some few people here. Now the ripple effect keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. You can't really say this is where to stop. And
Hmm.
that's why I believe in doing the right thing and doing the best we can for each other. I mean, if we're in this world together at this time, it's not by accident.
Hmm.
It's not by accident. God has a purpose. We were not in the days of prophet something back then. We are here together. And there's a
Yes. Yeah.
purpose. And it might as well be good to just do as much good as we can. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's trying to get better.
Hmm.
But that is just the mentality. So I'm glad to be here. My name is Wuraola Majeed. I'm from Offa in Kwara State. I come from a family of six. I'm the last one of this family.
Hmm.
And what I observed very, very quickly was that my parents are very educated. They are medical professions,
Hmm.
studied in UK when education was not popular at all. You see most of their picture, you see them, the only black amongst the whites.
Wow.
But I also noticed at the same time that even though I got that story, that history, because they kind of work for government, which requires them trading their time for money, which means of the truth is that they will never be paid their worth
Hmm.
and the income they will get will always be limited. There were issues in the family. Like they love us, they are amazing parents, they want to give us everything, but you know, when the pocket is not cooperating, they have to relax.
Wow.
So I saw that quickly and I said, no, there must be a better way. I don't know what is the better way. I know nothing. I mean, I was just in secondary school, finished university, but I was just, generally when you're observing, I was just observing. I know what happened to them is not their fault, but the question is, it has happened to them, how will it not happen to me?
Hmm.
Because if you do not learn from history, history will
It will
repeat
repeat
itself
itself.
severally. And unfortunately today, a lot of Nigerian youth and a lot of youth in Africa are actually following the same path, repeating history, and hoping and wishing that, no, don't worry, my own will be different.
Hmm.
You know, you are following the same path somebody follow, and they told you the bridge is out. You follow, you say, don't worry, when I get there, I'll
Oh,
develop wings, I'll fly. When
come
the
on.
best. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are doing today. And unfortunately, that is not too smart. So
Hmm.
when I saw that, I felt there must be a better way, but I know nothing to do. But I just knew my number one thing I decided was this. Might be tough. I decided in my heart I was not going to do what they did. What was I going to do? I don't know. But at least I can make that decision. So when I graduated from University of Illinois, when we went for service in Bayelsa State, and all core members were submitting their CV to the military guys at the Brass Island base then for job, I wasn't doing anything like that. They were submitting, hey, where's your own? I said, don't work. Submit. I'm not submitting. Then eventually we were going to finish the service like 3 months, and people were worried and say, I have to pay this and that. I said, why are you worried? I'm not worried because I'm not working. Period. I'm not working for anybody. What will I do? I don't know, but I'm not working. I've seen my parents work for government. They are there, they are old, and I've seen what has happened. So why should I do the same thing?
Wow.
Yeah, okay. I've made an go then they come.
I think you
need to. I'm not sure that's I know I made a no. I spoke on me and I can see that. This one of the year.
Oh, what is this? Sorry about that. So I think I'm going to mute everybody, and they can't more unmute yourself on this themselves right now. So I'm going to unmute only you. So unmute yourself, sir. Okay. No, you can't. Let me see. Okay, let me do that now. So you can do that now. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was it. And people were worried. It's only 3 months to finish services and that. I said, I'm not worried. So when I finished, I got this advantage. You know, whatever your heart is seeking for is also seeking for you. Whatever you are thinking of, you are seeking for is also seeking for you. I was looking for a way out to freedom, to abundance, and that was also looking for me. And that was how I met who gave me this information on this very special leverage recommended business model. Because there are businesses all around where you are going to get millions of debts, you will not be able to sleep well, and people will be calling you big outside. And you know at the end of the day, what you make is nothing, because by the time you actually pay all the overhead, by the time you pay from the bank, you have nothing left. And most people do that. And people think by people's mentality, they think that is the big business. That's not the big business. That's a big problem, not a big business. Now, I saw this. I'm ambitious and good enough. It gave me a chance whereby I can start with little capital. All the this thing has been taken out for me, all the drawbacks, all the overhead has been taken out. I don't need to have experience. I don't need to risk anything, really. And that makes it a perfect fit. I've just given a pure chance to change my life. The only thing I needed to do is to do what? Take action. Yes, that's all.
Wow.
Thank you. For other ones, you're going to take action. Hello?
I can hear you
clearly. You're going to take action, you're going to do everything, and you can still fail. And there's nothing you can do. And the banks are chasing you, everybody's chasing you, and now you're having nightmare. But this one, it takes everything off for you and actually leave you with a pure chance to succeed. Wow. So that is what brought me into this industry. And that's just a little bit about me. Yes, I'll be 20 years by the 23rd of this month in this business.
Wow.
And it's been wonderful. Wow. It's been very wonderful. Not just about the money, but you know, the life experience, the life that has been touched, and the development that has happened in the process.
We are going to touch all those things as we proceed. We are going to touch that. Thank you for a loaded background information. So it's more or less as if I remember NeoLife celebrated 20 years last year or so in Nigeria. So it's like a year after NeoLife get to Nigeria. Wow, that is so great. So does that mean prior to NeoLife, you've never done any other work anywhere before? Prior to NeoLife, nothing. You've never. Wow.
I just went straight from school, went for service, came back from service. I know my parents, okay, go and attend this interview. There's some school started in Ofaden. I went there. I went under that pressure of just go. And I went and I saw I have this brother in Ofa. Because in our business, we deal with a lot of story. He's finished long ago. He's my big senior. The job is very important to him. But even when we were writing the thing, I was laughing because I know this thing, I'm not doing it. And I remember then I met the owner of the school, who happens to be the person that has one university in Ofana.
Wow.
He said, young man, why are you looking for this job? You are still very young. And it advised me to do something further. And I said, okay, like, oh, it's a good thing you're advising me, but that's actually my own decision as well. So I've never worked for anybody. And that is that you might want to, people ask me and say, well, that is weird. Why can you do that? Because I have seen the fruits of working for somebody,
Wow.
my parents.
Wow. All right. How was your first 1 year in the business look like? The first 1 year, that's 12 months in the business. How was it like?
Okay, the first 1 year in the business, that was 2002. The first 1 year, let me say the first month, I started on the 23rd, so 7 days to the end of the month. And there was nothing like cell phone, there was nothing like WhatsApp, there's nothing like Facebook, all these advantages are around today. There was nothing like that. No cell phone. The only phone we have is that one you dial like this.
Oh, landline.
If you are out, you are out. Nobody can get you. So I started, and I was fortunate to meet one of my mentors, one of my greatest mentors, Mr. Letero, came from South Africa. He did a section in the office at Bagada then. There's a small pharmacy now at the extreme. It's very small. That is all we use that time. That is the biggest all that time.
Damn.
He did a presentation, and I remember I got in, and he said, well, I've never heard what he said in my life. He was speaking with so much authority, and he said, what I'm going to teach you guys today, you can get anything you want. I was like, are you good? But then by the time he finished, I agree, I was loaded like there's up to now, there's nothing I cannot achieve. I'm not saying I've achieved all, but there's nothing. Oh, this one is too high. Nothing. And I applied that in all I do. Let me give you a quick instance. We had a tournament in Ivory this December, the last one for the year, last December. And I'm a club player. I just play for fun. I want to help kids to learn. That's what I do. That's my passion. But I'm not actually a tour player competing, but these guys are playing tour. One came from Lagos, they did that. And they were playing. And one Alaji was asking me, he was asking another guy, now that this also person is around, the guy gave up already. He said, if he was not there, but now that he's there, I will not win. The Alaji turned to me and say, MJ, what about you? I say, me. I say, speaking for himself, me, I don't care who the person is. I'm winning this. Again, my stubbornness and my mind. I said, I'm winning this. And I sent a picture of the one I won in December 2020, and I sent it on the group. And they were saying, do you think you're going to win? And I said, I'm winning. Watch me. I don't care how. I don't care who I'm playing with. I don't care whether it's Federer. I'm winning. So the day we played the semi-final, I had a meeting.
Wow.
And the guy was supposed to play with came a little bit late. And I was concerned. I had a meeting. How come my mind was? But I said, okay, would that be a good excuse to say, well, I lost because I had a meeting? Do all it takes, finish this thing, win, and go for a meeting. I called my wife, okay, be there early. She was there. I finished. I won.
Damn.
Then we went to the final. The guy, he was in an estate sponsored by the person has a massive estate. There were kings there. There were a lot of people there. And on the first game, he won 4-0. He won me 4-0. It was fun, but everybody was like, oh, this guy, and the guy can make a lot of mouth. I will win everybody, including the young people. The second set we played, we drag. I won the second set. The third set, I won. Nobody believed. Nobody. The king came and said, champion, I'm going to sponsor the next one. A lot of things. So what am I saying? From that first day I attended that section at Bagada, that thing was downloaded into me.
Wow.
So is that money? Is that not more than money?
It's more than money. It's a mindset that continues to grow with you.
There are a lot of things, but your development, your mindset, to know confidently, not talking, to know confidently that you can achieve anything you want to achieve is the best of it.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. At this time, I would like to ask, how many years does it take you to make $1,000 in a month? That is talking about CBN rate in Nigeria. That's about 420 thousand naira in a month. How many years does it take you? Is it 1 year? Is it 6 months? Is it 2 months? I
In a
know in this
month.
business you can start with making $5, $10, and that
Yes, yes,
continue like
yes,
that.
yes.
So how many months does it take you to actually start making $1,000 a month?
A month.
Yeah,
That's 2 years.
2 years. Good, good.
Yeah.
So I hope you
Because
guys
I
are
could
listening.
remember,
Yeah.
I remember a year and a half. My first month was 437 naira, less than
Wow.
$1.
Less
Like
than $1.
third month, 15,000 naira, 6 months 62, a year 100,000, a year and a half 250,000, 2 years 500,000.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you for answering that question. Did you started the business full time or part time when you get started? Is it full time or part time?
Okay, for me, I wasn't doing anything else. I decided not to do anything else. So I started, I would say full time, but for me from beginning,
Mm,
it doesn't really seem like full time because I know I will not do business all the hours. I just know that.
yeah.
So I focus on being effective in the period I do the business.
Mm,
Maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, but I make sure it's effective. I'm not a fan of, I must work all the day, work all the day, work. No, no, no.
mm. You
I
set
want to
aside
get
time and you do it that time
I
effectively.
do it that time. Of course, at that time I can connect, I can do other things. But I'm not a fan because I ask people, how many hours you want to spend in your business? Somebody will tell you 12 hours. How?
Ah,
How can you be consistent?
mm. Consistency
Unless,
the key.
doing business is not busy, just busy around. There are certain things to do. That's what I believe in.
Wow. Thank you for that. Ever since I got to know you, I've known you. That is just it's just look at the way life is. That is around that 2003. I was in year two learning then. That I got to meet you. You don't know me, yes. You don't know me that time. I got to know you for the first time. I've always seen you and your wife. Did you and your wife started or register? When you go to register, they will say the name, then partner. Did you started together
Okay.
or along the line? She now join you in the business.
Okay, my wife then happens to be my fiance. So she was in school. So when I was getting registered, her name was there. They say provide a partner.
Partner, yes.
So her name was there. And of course, maybe why, if I can tell you why. I finished school, University of Finland, I finished in the year 2000.
Hmm.
And I think almost before I finished, we started the relationship. And why was that I noticed her behavior and things. And I also noticed that if I do not decide on time, I might be deciding wrongly. There are a lot of girls around. This one is saying guys,
Wow.
and I don't have time for that nonsense. So we started that. Yeah, we started that, and I mean purely like that, not the ones people are doing today.
Hmm.
Purely on that, and we started business. So when I was starting business, her name was there. Her
Hmm.
name was there. We started business, and at the point I realized that hey, you're making so much money. Now, if you don't also settle down on time, a lot of things can happen.
Hmm.
So I got married very early. My first daughter will be 17 this year.
Wow. And you started business 20 years ago. Come on.
Yeah. So when people saw me,
That's awesome.
they came from federal ministry game, they saw me and said, "But that's your daughter." One of the guys from East was saying, my boy, if he comes from service, I'll marry for him. I say, he said, I'll marry for him, I'll pay. He said, I'm regretting I didn't marry on time. Look at your daughter. So
Good.
we started, and of course, in the business, I think 2000, that was 2005, which I said, I told you 2 years, we're already making more than 500,000.
Hmm.
We got married, but we did it quietly as
Hmm.
well. And by the time we have our first daughter, we're making over 1 million already.
Wow. 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 That's massive.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the things that you did as a beginner in this business that you could say at your early stage that changed the game? I know when you start a business, there's this initial enthusiast, and at the time to look as if you want to go down again, then you pick up yourself. What are the certain things that you do that change the game at that point in time? I know a
Okay,
lot of things might have happened stage by stage, but at that
yeah,
initial stage.
initial stage.
Yes.
Okay, thanks for the question. Like when I started, like I told you, there was no cell phone, nothing like that.
Yes.
So I will not be talking in terms of, but today, I mean, this is the best era. Your phone, a whole lot of things.
Oh my
Can you
God.
imagine? Just a quick one. Can you imagine one of the partner in my business, Abdurrahman,
I know
did
him.
something I thought which he applied, and somebody said, I need to send you New Year gifts, and sent him a cash of 5,000 naira from Kano. Somebody does not know.
Don't know from anywhere.
Tonight, just tonight.
Hmm.
He forwarded the chat to me and the persons and was shouting on the section. I said, see, you are disturbing us because they are not going to give us this money. That person just appreciate him like, oh, you have done this much value.
Value.
Okay, I'm sending this 5,000. The person is buying for us what over 100 PV. 1%.
Damn.
So, but then there was nothing like that. So what did I do? When we started in the business, my sponsor, my great sponsor, Reverend Hassan and Comfort Togo, I went there to advise me, go and take over. That's what they say. Go and take over your state. Go and take over your state. And they give him material. And at that time, maybe it will be very important I share this because sometimes people don't know how it all started. Since I met Mr. Neteron, that section we did, there was a convention after I attended, and they say every Thursday there will be a section at the warehouse. I asked myself one question: where else on earth will I be on Thursdays? If not this place where I'm hearing what I've never heard from anybody, not from my parents, not from anybody. So I decided right there that every Thursday,
you must
I don't have money, I must be in Lagos from Offa.
Wow.
It might be Tuesday, I've not eaten, I don't know. But I just, that mindset thing again, I just know I'm in Lagos. How, I don't know.
From Offa to Lagos every Thursday.
For
6 hours journey.
For 8 months. So I will go, attend the section. I'm excited. I'm everything. I don't have any money. If I don't have money to buy Coke or pop on the way, I'll come, I'll go back. So, and there's no car. It's only bus I know because that's the money I can afford. So that's why today sometimes you see me, I might go a whole day not eating, I won't feel it. Particularly when I'm engaged. So I did that. And at the point in time, I asked the person presenting, that is late Mr. Dakat of blessed memory, very wonderful man.
Wow.
Can I start this? Can I start this in my place? He said, that's what we want. So I went back. I announced, hey, we are starting this on Saturday. I don't know what to say, even though I've attended. So that's why when you attend sections, it's very good. But please, your participation in doing your own will develop you faster. The person with the marker makes the most money. The person with the marker, the person doing it. So
the anchor.
Don't wait. Start your own. Don't wait. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I announced.
I hope you are getting that. Don't wait.
Don't wait. Don't wait. Perfect. Don't wait. You develop faster. Now, on that first Saturday, I had some malaria. Whether it's fear malaria, I don't know. I had malaria. Came suddenly, like, I'm going to face it. Now, the second Saturday, I cannot have malaria again now. So people came. And my guests, my dad, my mom of blessed memory, and Badmos Isiaq, the only 3 people. Plus me.
Your mom, your dad.
Plus me.
Oh my God.
My mom, my dad, and Badmos Isiaq.
I know Badmos Isiaq.
If my parents did not support or come, I have only one person. And I was facing the board. And talking to myself. I was just talking. I couldn't look back. Now, when we finished, my parents were like, wow, our last born knows this much.
And we didn't know.
We have gone to UK, we have gone to, I did not even know what I was saying. I don't know whether I was making sense. So when I saw that, I said, okay, well, this is great. This is the beginning. If you got value from here, next Saturday you are coming, make sure you have 3, 4, 5 people with you at least to make that commitment. We left. The following Saturday, we were like 7. After that, we went like 9. After that, we went to like 25. I
Hey.
called my sponsor. Okay, I didn't call yet. After 25, we came back to like 12. The next one, maybe on the 5th meeting, we were like 75.
Wow.
And the place is small. There's heat. I'm sweating. They are sweating. And come and see lecturers from federal people that are highly respected staying outside and not living. I was like, what am I saying that they are staying? They stay. People have to sign up. A lot of things happen. And that was when everything blew up. Then in May that year, we had, because I was, a low ranger, my sponsor in Lagos, people were saying he's a liar. Why is his sponsor in Lagos? And I don't have proof, of course, but I have this belief, the truth of what I hold, I was carrying on. Because people asked me, when you started, that is why today, I do not use my check. Right off. I do not use my bonus to prospect. I have never done that. I know if I do, you will start. But I don't want you to start on a fake ground because you will not get that money the same day. I didn't get it the same day. I never use that. If I prefer I'm working and I see you don't even know I have a car, nothing. I want real people that are hungry and they are ready to serve other people. You understand what I mean?
Yes, clearly.
So that was it. We did that function at Federal Polytechnic of Dr. Kome was there, Babu Dogu was there. I think we had, I don't know how many guests we had, but we had 100 registrations. That section. And everything, everywhere was, who is this Majeed? This guy, who is this guy? This guy. But most importantly, I started learning, I started following a mentor, and I started implementing. And I believed in myself. That helped a lot.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I hope you guys are listening and you are getting it. The first game changer. Okay. After that time, I know a lot happened. You begin to have more team and all that. Money started flowing in. Like you said, your first 1 year, you're already making like ₦1 million. Just imagine, as at 2013 or 15 thereabouts, already making that. After that time, how did you push the business to get to the top? When I mean top, I know at that time you'll have been like 4 ruby, 1 diamond, something like that. How do you push your business to the top, and how do you feel at that point in time?
Yeah, you know, the sections were going on, and one of the things I would say is discipline is very important. Discipline. I know today we do things online, but then it was offline. If we say our session start by 9, no matter what happens, it starts by 9.
Start by 9.
If I've not eaten and what I have to sacrifice to be meet up for that meeting is to not eat, it is done. I remember my brother came from UK, and me, I don't talk too much about, I don't gist about this business. I don't do it. I'm presenting or not. I can contact you, but let me gist you. I won't mind you. People say, oh, God, talk now. I say, talk what? In gisting about what can change people's life. No, I don't gist about it. So my brother came, my late sister, Mr. DM, we were at the dining. You know, I have my sister, she's now a doctor, a consultant, they are all there. And my brother came, we're talking, and my sister, she's this very aggressive person, my late sister. He said, hey, brother, I want you to know this. My sister said, oh, there they go again. You won't let him rest. This your GNLD. I didn't say anything. So I just said, and my sister was saying, let me talk now. That's my third name. Talk. I said, well, I'll just say if you're available on Saturday, sir, we have a section here. I just wanted to come and see, see what we're doing. Casually. Saturday, 9 a.m., he was there. People were coming from Ondo State. They were enough at 9. So me, that was in the house, I will now say I'm eating or bathing. Forget everything. So we're there, and we did this section, and my brother, when we finished, he has to confess, he said, even if this is a court, it's organized. We started on time, testimony, and he said, see, don't be deceived. I'm in UK, but he got registered there.
Wow.
And my brother does not care. At the train station, then he was there sharing information leaflet to everybody. Because of the conviction he has. So we did those sections, and that thing began to spread. You know, at a point, oh, people are coming from Mundo, oh, they say we have a meeting, we support, show them, they see testimony and things, and it was spreading. And at a point, even up till now, there are so many people in my team, I can't just know them. Because there are meetings going on. You know, it's the big thing that make big thing happen is some small things going up in several places. And it's growing bigger day by day. That was it. And before you know it, one thing led to another. And before you know it, we're achieving things. Then if you become a director, if you see director on stage that time, you will not see more than 5.
Wow.
5 is too much. Director, I'm not saying Sapphire. So director, I remember my sponsor, Reverend Odogu, said that time, anybody who achieves Sapphire will get 50,000. In my heart, I said, it's not a challenge because I'm doing it already, whether you put money or not. And I did it. Cleared. I also remember in the process, I wanted to become a 1 rupee director. And we took the first step, we took the second step. I know that 6-month window.
Yes.
And we couldn't complete it for
the third step.
And I don't force it or push anything. And it didn't happen. So I read a book that says if you try something hard, you didn't get it, try something harder. So I remember I went with Reverend Odogu to Shagamu. That was the first time I drove in Lagos. I just started learning driver. Can you drive? I said, I can drive. I said, follow me. I picked a small car. Hey, I was saying, what have I done? But I drove to Shagamu, followed my sponsor. So when we got there, the person that has that meeting introduced me. Our 1 rupee director, I got to the stage. I said, I'm not the 1 rupee director. I am a rupee director. I am a Sapphire director. I'll become more than 1 rupee director. And that time I couldn't do it, and I said, okay, I'm not going for 1 rupee again. I'm going for 3 rupee straight. Is that So I shared with one of our staff from Ghana, Mr. Macantoni, and they said, Majeed, you are crazy. You could not do 1 rupee. You want to do 3 rupee. Trust me. That same month, first step 3 rupee.
Wow.
Second step 3 rupee. The third month to be completed. And that was what made people to know, who is this? Somebody tried it. The person got to do it in 6 months, but we did it straight. From Sapphire to 3 rupee. I never crossed 2 rupee.
Damn.
I never crossed. Maybe something is about to repeat itself anyway. Maybe I will still not cross that 2 rupee again.
God. This is it. If anyway, for people that are not here, you have opportunity to watch this record, and people in global NeoLife family on YouTube also be able to get this. That it's not everybody that get this every time. Thank you for sharing all this with us. Okay, let's proceed. So I really appreciate all this. This is not thing that we can get from anywhere. Okay. How many, when you get to this business, there's a time that you begin to get people are coming in, but that doesn't mean there are people that are ready. It's not everybody that sign up that are ready. So that's why I put in this way, that like how many months or years does it take you to actually find the right kind of people that say, these are the kind of people that I need in this business? That people that get into the business and keep the ground rolling without even, like, you don't have to tell them that do this, that do that. Does that ever happen? They just keep and it's just action, and they are hitting it. Does that happen at any point in time?
Okay, yes, it does. It does. Yeah. And one question I get asked all the time, particularly, I can't remember, at a period when things were challenging, anywhere I travel to, people ask me and say, Majeed, what are you telling your people that they are fair? Whatever happens, you can't tell your people this and that. And say, well, somebody asked me, now, with one engineer. I said, I tell them the truth. Period. Truth. I tell them the truth. And from the beginning, I am not, if you want to marry a lady, I don't know if this is right, but if you want
to marry a lady, go ahead. We are all adults.
If you want to marry a lady and you deceive the lady to marry her, she will also deceive you to leave you. That's the truth. You come and
Just
and
like
hype it
Yoruba
up.
will say, "Ìyàwó tá bá fi jó fẹ́, ìran ni ó wò lọ."
You deceive, you do koni, you pretend what you are not. I see a lot of you doing that, even as they are doing that. He doesn't have, but he pretend he has. It's for a while. The alarm will blow soon. So that's one thing I do. Number one, I want to help everybody, but I'm very particular about somebody who is hungry, who is serious. I don't care what you don't have. I don't care what you don't have or what you have. What is important is, are you sincere and are you hungry and are you serious to change your life? And are you to change other people's life? Most importantly, are you ready and willing to be coachable? Because if you are not coachable, I will give you direction to go here, you go elsewhere, and you say it doesn't work. So that's what I do. And when we do, another thing we do is that we make sure we train people that are in the business. We get them to focus on their personal development, and the development will lead to their business development mostly. And that might not be so easy. People want to just do some microwave thing fast, it's ready. No, sometimes whether it's like taking my brain and pouring it into somebody. And sometimes you might look at it and say, this is too much now. Is it this business? I have a guy in Ivory Coast now, he's a senior manager, but he handles all the training in Abidjan.
Damn.
They call him, they say this is the real director, even before the One Diamond director.
Wow.
You understand what I mean? But people say, I can't sacrifice this time, sacrifice that. Too much. I can't. I mean, just do it. Just do it all. The other style is force people. I don't know how to force. I don't know how to push. I want you to do it willingly. And another will take some effort to look for the right people. I'm ready to do that. So that's what I do. So when that happens, I want to make sure you are in business because of yourself and you understand it's because of your future. With that, I need voluntary army. And if you are voluntary, you can carry on for longer. But if I forced you in or deceived you in or command you in, which I don't know how to do at all, can I even command my children? How much more? How much more other people? So that's what I feel we did that help. And we're also building on the same thing, although now with more technology and things. That's what the story I told you about that guy, Rahman, that's what we're building. We're just doing some tests. Things are happening already.
Wow.
And this
We can't wait for that to. Yes, I know you have been grinding a lot around that. We can't wait for that to show up. I know at a particular point in time in this business, 20 years, you will have had maybe one or two people. Has anybody ever told you that this business won't work?
Oh, yes. Let me say at the beginning, I have my ustaz. I started and I saw this thing. I always say it's good. And I started and say, first month, what was the income? I said 47. I said, better go and look for something better. But I went on. You know, it's important you know the truth because the truth will set you free. I've seen the truth. I know what is possible. If it has not happened, it's because I've not done something. That's my philosophy. If I do those things, I'll get it. It's there. So now, do you know that in my third month that I got the 15,000, I remember in that second month, even that third month before I got that check, the socks I was putting on my, this shoe they call moccasin. My brother bought it from you.
Moccasin, yeah.
That's my rugged distance. Anywhere I'm there. The socks I'm putting on, if I remove it, it has a hole on it. So my Malan was saying, is international. Look at your socks. You know, I'll tell guys something. Somebody will say something. What I do is this. When you criticize me, when you tell me you can't do this, you have found trouble. That tournament I won, everybody, 99.99%
you don't win it. You cannot win it.
Even when they lose hope, when they are having high blood, I'll come back. I don't know how. All I know in my mind that day is that I saw myself holding the trophy while we're playing that game. Period. How I was not interested. And it happened. And people say, you understand what I mean? So that is the idea. You keep this in your mind, that keeps you strong, that keeps you going. And when you have this, it helps you in so many ways you cannot explain. You understand what I mean? If you don't do that, you allow the reality to control your life. And when the reality controls your life, a lot of things you will not get. So he told me, forget this thing. But you know, because I made 15,000 naira that much, the same person was telling me, I know you will make it.
Wow.
So guys,
Success
me,
lost.
any criticism, anything anybody say, I
It's to
make
your
it
advantage.
it's part of my motivation.
Hmm.
People were asking me in 2 weeks, where's your car? I said, I don't have a car now. It's 2 weeks. You've been working before I was born. Are you asking me about the car when you want it? But then I told them, I said, don't worry. The time will come, you ask me, where's your car? And I'll ask you which one. And today I bought 12 cars for this business.
Wow, 12 cars from this business.
12 cars.
Change
And I
from
tell
one
them,
to another to
whatever, and I
another.
also say, I say, whatever car I see today, no matter how beautiful it is, I'll use the ones that are better than that.
Hmm.
And I keep going. So that mindset, for me, that mindset is very important.
Hmm.
But any other thing will revolve around your mindset.
Wow.
If your mindset is not strong, or you don't understand what you have, anybody can push you off.
Hmm.
Anybody can. Later in the future, you say, "Oh, look at Mr. Sheyi. Is it that thing? Oh my goodness!" Because you know today. Let me add this today. I'll be starting some class, maybe from tomorrow. Generally, that will be talking about maybe 3 ways to make more income this year. So people are there hoping and wishing they.
Where is that going to happen? Is it Facebook? Is that going to be on Facebook?
No, it's going to be primarily. It's going to some will be on, but it's going to be on WhatsApp.
Okay.
I'm
just trying to see how our people can also tackle into that. Yeah.
Oh yes. Fridays I do change the trend show on Facebook.
Okay.
Live Majeed Wuraola.
Okay, good.
9:15 p.m. because I have a session till 9.
Okay.
I do that. So I'm going to do that because people are hoping and wishing, and there are many. You'll be surprised. They are hoping one day I will just hit my jackpot. They can do all sorts of anything. The second category of people they don't care whether it's rituals, let's go, whether it's stealing money from the government, they don't care. People are losing their value day in day out because they think there's no alternative. The third category of people that are ready to follow principle and ready to follow godly means to get it. Those are people I want to help.
Wow.
Those are the people I want to help. You understand what I mean? And do you know that's why today there's different kind of bets? People do bets for a living. I can't imagine that. I know the other things. I don't have much knowledge. What do I know? But there are ways people also want to make money where you can make a lot of money today and you can lose all the money tomorrow and go and enter the lagoon. I'm not interested. I don't know. Maybe that is it. People want fast money like microwave like yesterday. No, I want to build something sustainable, is passive, is predictable, is scalable, is generational. Now, if any other thing comes, you can use it. It's your money. But to say that's what you want to build your future on, one of the guys in my club in Ivory here, he sent a message 2 weeks ago. He was lying down his chair and he said, guys, gambling is bad. Bet is very terrible. If you are not betting, you don't know what God has done for you. You understand what I mean? He was confessing. Although for him, I don't know. Okay, well, this is somebody I knew January last year. This is somebody who asked to say, okay, give me quick 2,000, 5,000, I want to buy 4. You know, I'm just saying it's just like that. And in June, bought a car of 10 million. Bought another one of another 50 million. God is wonderful. Congratulations. So he now said that I don't know other things, but that was what I know. You know, like I said, Mr. Sheikh, please, I need 2,000. Mr. Sheikh, please, I need 5,000. And in June, we were together, no travel out, nothing, anything. Even if you travel out, is it that easy? 6 months, multi-millionaire, and bought car 10 million, want to buy another car to impress. Wow. That's what people want. I don't want it.
Thank you for that insight. Okay, I know you've traveled so much over the last 2 decades. You've been to so many places. Can you remember one of those events, yes, that you attended that are still memorable up to date that you cannot forget that particular event for this business?
Event.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. By the grace of God, through this fantastic work, I've traveled several. I think I've traveled 26 times internationally.
26 times.
Uh, 26, yeah, 26. It was supposed to be 27. That was last year, Abby.
COVID-19, yes.
COVID-19 happened. I didn't go. Other travel, even this next one too now. I
You don't
think
want
I'm
to
at
go.
home for now. For now. No, for now. So, but one of the most memorable for me, a lot. Everyone is memorable. One of the most memorable. I'll go back to the beginning.
Hmm.
We had our first trip to Ghana in 2003. I went to Bota Hotel in Akosombo. We had to open the door with card. I've never seen that. There's house on the ground. I've never seen that. It was exciting. And my late sister, myself, my wife, and the husband of my late sister was saying, wow. I said, can you see we don't know what we are doing? See what we are doing like a joke. We went back home with more power. 3 months, people say, Ghana. They just went to Ghana. What are they? I say, it's okay. Now, we were qualified for a trip to. That's the one I want to talk about. Because in our
No,
magazine,
I
they
didn't
will
hear
show
that
you.
very well. You are qualified to a trip to where? Internet breakup.
South
Internet
Africa,
breakup.
3
South
months
Africa.
after.
Okay, good. South Africa. Yeah.
And Emerald Safari.
Guys, can you hear? Is it
South
only
Africa.
me? Okay.
South Africa. I think it's breaking. So
Okay.
I saw the image of the magazine. I say, these people now, you are doing well, but this is too much. How can you say there's a place like it's too beautiful? In my head, there's no place like this. Unless if you are going to heaven, maybe. I can't tell. But on this heart, there's nothing this beautiful. And we landed in South Africa, Johannesburg. It was exactly what I saw in the magazine that I'm seeing.
Damn.
And I was like, pinching myself, am I alive? Have you gotten to heaven that fast? You understand what I mean?
Yes.
I was telling my wife, if that night they put some toy in our hair, our neck, and put flour, gave us drink, everything. They said they have dinner at the poolside. My teeth was doing. I remember I ran to the room, went and hid under the bed. My wife still, how she managed that night, I don't know. But she was there. I think for her, the enjoyment make her forget about. But for me, the cold was on me, heavy.
Wow.
And that was an amazing trip. Whereby people that were saying Ghana, that were bank managers, when I came back, they all shut up. And when you can do something, everybody's like, don't say anything again.
Wow.
But this is an amazing opportunity that gives, health, wealth, no limits, health, no limits, lifestyle. Where do you get that? Most places, like you're using your fuel. When it's finished, they throw you away. They replace you. But here,
is it my network or from his end? Can somebody help me out? Is
It's from his side, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so it's actually from his side. So
my side, okay.
Yes,
Okay, sorry. Can you
because
hear me now?
yes, you can hear you clearly now. Please go ahead, sir.
I said other things. You will sacrifice your health to make the boss, whoever, richer, wealthier. They will be able to travel around, they'll be able to live their dream life. But you, the staff, you will not be able to. Because that's the arrangement. You were meant to fuel and fulfill their dreams for them. But here, number one, your health will improve every single day with what you do, because you are the one passing this information across. So it's like you are reminding yourself all the time. People do things that talk nothing about their health. So they don't think about their health until they are losing it. So it's a blessing to be in this wonderful opportunity. Then you also now can generate wealth without limits. During the COVID period, my income was going crazy. And okay, last month, what was that? Last month, November, not December. Last month, November, that was over 2 million naira.
Wow.
That's not the highest, so that's chicken change, nothing yet. Yes, now it's nothing. I'm serious. It's nothing. We'll be talking about $1 million per month in this industry. I'm serious. It might take time and say, don't mind what is he talking about? Does he know what he's saying? Don't worry, time will tell. Time will tell. It's beyond, I don't know. It's beyond just the ordinary. There's no limit, Abby. Is there any limit?
There's no limit.
If there's no limit now, then if we stop limiting ourselves, there's nothing impossible. That's what I'm saying. But I'm also a fan of helping people to do the right thing and also encourage them to help other people so that we can actually position this company, this industry right, correctly. Because a lot of people have been misinformed, a lot of things has happened, and they have right to their opinion when they say some certain things, even though not true, it's an opinion. But I mean, you can't control the whole world, but I can control what I do, and a few people, other people, and a few other people, and before you know it, I mean, it should actually be by now, it should be like a degree people are applying for. It should be like, hey, Mr. Sheyi, come on, meaning business. So police are giving their to Yahoo boys to teach them how to do Yahoo. Don't give me money again. My son how to do Yahoo like you. Parents are supporting now. You see how the world is turning upside down. But I'm a big fan of the fact that you can make it big without doing any of those nonsense. And that's my main message to the society today.
Thank you for that. We are getting to it. We are getting to it. We are almost over. We are getting to it. Thank you. I will ask. I know the journey is a very long time, and there will have been some times where you have some certain set of people that you look up to, that, oh, these are my strong team member, that these people are doing so well. They are doing so well. They are rising to the top in the business. Everybody who are planning for the future, and boom, all of a sudden they decided to quit the business. I don't know if that has ever happened.
Oh, yes, it did.
So I want to know if that's happened, and how do you handle that situation and that change?
Yeah, it happened. Let me take it this way. My late sister, Mr. DM, were building together, and at the point, she was okay. Everybody was ready. Everything was going on, and at the point, in fact, you can't even tell what is the reason. They just off. And my sister said this, and I told her, Auntie, that's a strong reason for you to prove that you can succeed. That's the only thing you can do. Prove you can succeed, whether they are there or not. Let that thing, instead of taking it personally and say how much I've done, don't look at that. I mean, they are off for whatever reason. But that's the reason to succeed. To push on, achieve more massive success. People are wondering, wow. Because sometimes, I mean, human beings can think anyhow. They think, oh, it's because I'm there, because they lack understanding. But the most important thing is that when you succeed, you keep moving on and you succeed, they miss you more than you miss them. But if you're not careful and you don't understand, you say, Asali left me. Oh, my own is finished. Probably you also don't know what you have. You also don't understand what you're having. Happened to me as well also. And then that was the mission to get on and actually to make things better. It's always been. So what I've always done is to change. If there's a challenge, I turn it into my motivation. And I don't stop at it until it happens. It might take some time. I say, take time, it doesn't matter. Because once it's happened, it happened, isn't it? Somebody criticized me, I put that as part of my motivation. You say I cannot be anything, that's my motivation. You say anything, I'm just combating anything at all. Particularly, there are a lot of negative things. Any negative thing, I let it be what to add me to achieve more success. And that's the way I've done it. And again, when that happens, you focus and build and get replaced with other people that are serious. Even up till now, I speak to you, hello, this opportunity, you did not take it or something. My goal is to replace you fast. I have a young guy here in Ivory. I gave him a chance. I see the family situation. I gave him a chance. He said, okay, Okay, I've had, I will do, I do. The day I sponsor somebody to replace him, I told him, I said, I just replaced with somebody next week. He said, "Okay, why?" I said, yes, I gave you the chance to play it up. You don't want it. Yeah, okay, fine. I've given somebody else. And the guy I gave the chance to, we played at the stadium. You know, you see me on the court most times. We played. I was asking him in the car. And it's okay. Apart from school, what do you do? He said, he's not a student. You have a smartphone. I say, yes. What do you do with your smartphone? He said, oh, he just browse. I said, okay. I said, would you like to see how to learn skills that can help you monetize your smartphone, get better? So I just going to be a student for student because you soon finish school as well. He said, I would love to see that. I was talking to him like 7:29 and that section that night. If I drop him in my estate, you know my office now, I'm seeing
Yes.
the door now. I dropped him in my estate, he went through the other gate out, and I came in, prayed, and I jumped on the section. And he joined the section. And we finished, and he said, amazing. And he paid that night. He's a student. And when I told my first daughter that I was there, my daughter was saying, wow, that's amazing. I was there when you're talking to him. You mean those few things you said? Because they also see my daughter, they also see people that are there walking around, even speaking to them, not minding their age, they don't care. They just want to. That's wonderful. So this can be done this way. I say, yes. I want to do it. I say, no, you're not 18 yet. Wait. Keep learning. She's learning. She can build website now. She can design things for them now. She has her educational program she's doing already now.
Wow.
Email marketing already now. But I say
Wow.
you are not ready yet. For this business, so the rule is 18.
18.
You are not 18. When was this already 18? So
Remember 1 year to go.
we have to be patient. They are waiting. They are waiting. They can't wait. I say, wait. When you are 18,
God.
come on.
Oh my God.
I know people that put children and the baby in the womb, everybody. I don't do it.
Wow.
Because it's against the gambling policy. I don't do it. I don't do it.
Wow. Wow. There's this thing that say, oh, there are important days, two important days in this business as we're rounding up. It's around after 10 right now. That the day that you started business and the day that you started business. Those 2 days are not the same. The day you started the business and the day you started business. That those 2 days are not the same. Like saying the day you get the business started and get it wrong, and the day that you get good at it. Has it ever been at the phase in this last 20 years where you are doing it and it seems as if this is not working right, this is not the way you are doing it, and you just do something and eat it and like this is the good way to go? Has there ever been any moment like that for you?
Like that? Oh
Yes.
yes. Because in the course of the business, you build, you like I'm doing everything, I'm touching everything, and this seems not to happen. There are a few things. One will be mindset, most importantly. Then secondly is the approach. Like Les Brown said, he said, when you're doing something it doesn't happen, does not mean the business doesn't work. It simply means your approach is not
It's
working.
not working.
So you check the approach. Whatever approach you want to check, I want to say at this point, make sure it's the one that goes in line with the company policy. Because there are a lot of crazy approach. And you can't even. So whatever approach I want to do is in line. And it must not violate the right of anybody. If that will give me $1 million, I will not do it. The other way we have to mean I have to learn sleepless night period, maybe like I'm taking on other things to get it eventually right. I would prefer to, because I want to have a clean conscience. I often tell people everybody can become a 5-diamond director. Why not? But there will be a time everybody will wear the same thing. And we are not concerned about the pain you wear. We are concerned about who is putting on the pain. When we look at and say, can we trust you? How do you treat people? Do you treat them well? Or do you treat them like slaves? Are you sincere or for your interests? All those things matters. You understand what I mean?
Clearly.
So for that, that is something I want to go by all the time, no matter what happens. But the period you do, you say it's not this. But again, let me say this. The beauty of it is this. I saw Robert Kiyosaki quote something, they said, failure is part of success. The biggest mistake we do or the blunder we commit is that, we're taught in school, if you get the answer wrong, you failed. You know those mentality.
Automatic slash.
The real direction to success is bulk of mistakes and bulk of failure. Like John Maxwell wrote, fail forward. Very, very important. Like for instance, let me give you the instance of what Abdurrahman did. He started this WhatsApp class. His focus on healthy blood sugar, diabetes stuff. That, I don't know, that's his focus. So I suggested, okay, do this and do that. And he started, he ran a quick ad and put the WhatsApp link, something, people came in. So I think the first one, it was just like, this Saturday that passed was just the third one.
Wow.
So the first one, he had maybe like 18 or 20 people. They came, he gave them information, research, he gave them information, value. It's a 2 days program, training. He gave them. The next day, he gave the other value, very great value. But then when he finished that second day, he poured all the offer down. The free book they will get, told them. No, at first, the free book he wrote, ebook he wrote, he was giving them before they come in.
Wow.
That's one. Secondly, he also had another book they will buy, meal plan, something. So when he finished that second day, even though it's giving massive value, he poured it. This book is supposed to be this way, to be this. Clinic and 14-day blood sugar challenge, wrote it there. What is it again? 28 days, something. The supplement combination is going to focus on which he has bundled. Put it there, everything there. I was there because I said, I want to see what you are doing. He did so well. But on that last day, because everything was there, like 5 different things, nobody acted. So if he's not careful, he'll be like, this thing is not working. I said, wow, you've done so well. I mean, look at the value. Where did you get this information? I said, yes, you search. And he did. So I said, you know what you do? The next Saturday, when you do, even the second day when you finish, do not put any offer on that thing. Thank them for their time and tell them, if you want to prevent diabetes, because anybody's liable, or you want to reverse, or you have anybody, just do a call to action. Tell them to
allow them to decide.
Allow them to come to you. They did that, and people were reaching out. I said, it's working. People are reaching out. And that was it. And that changed the game for him. And this night he was telling me that happened. That was this Saturday or the other one. Within a week, it is now they bought like 9 or 10 of his books.
Wow.
Of the same book.
Wow.
And somebody's getting brought like 100 PV. Another person from Ilorin, he doesn't even know the person in Ilorin, bought Botanica already. And he started some exercise program with them yesterday, Monday, when I traveled to Ofa. And they're excited. They're thanking him. They're appreciating him. One of them sent out New Year money to him this night. And he was so excited. And there's a group I actually joined who was talking about healthy hearts, because that's the focus I'll be. I joined, he said the class was tomorrow. It started today. I think it started today, the guy. Ended today, like 40 minutes, not bad. But when it ended, I saw account number immediately. So some people paid and some people were saying, I thought you said this thing is free. It was in a haste. You understand what I mean? I thought you said this is free. And some of them, people started pouring some negative things. Some paid, but that what he has done is not so good for his brand. You understand what I mean? For his brand and the audience he wants to build. Like this guy now, Abraham, I'm saying they love him, they trust him. They already had appointments in Abuja and Lagos. They want to fly him to those places to come and give him presentation. One is January, one is February. From this same group. From this same group is dealing with Abraham, is dealing with now. Somebody sent him that 5,000. Thank you very much for the information. We appreciate you. Yeah, so appointment booked, flight, and all those things. You understand what I mean?
Clearly.
So if something, why I'm saying this is that I've done something that doesn't happen yet, then I will check. what can I do better? Is it that I'm not doing it enough? Because numbers matters again. Is it that I'm not doing it effectively? Then I'll check. Or is it that my mindset is upside down? At that point, those are the three places I actually check. And okay, maybe the mindset is fixed and you see, boom, everything will begin to change. So that happens, but the outcome is whatever the situation is, you see it positively and you let that be what you step on to get to the next level. Like now, there are things I'm working on. It's been some time. I know where it's heading, and it will be by His grace.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. As you are putting together your final words, I'm going to quickly do a recap for every one of us that here. I know some people are jotting things down, and for the people that they did not pen anything down as well. So I'm going to quickly do a recap, and I want each and every one of us to, if you didn't get anything tonight, make sure, or if you are watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, but if you didn't get anything from what we have been saying, make sure that you keep this in your hand and don't use it to eat. It's very, very, very important. The man with the marker make the most money. What does that mean? Start becoming a leader anywhere you find yourself. Take up the marker, do that webinar, do that live Facebook, organize meeting, organize training. That is the man with the marker. Value. Start giving out value. Don't wait for either somebody is looking at you or somebody is not looking at you. Somebody is actually looking at you, waiting to blessing you. You don't know. Just do your thing. The man with the marker make the most money. That is leadership. For me, that is leadership. If you don't decide to become a leader yourself, nobody can do it. You can see the way he talk about the story of how he was going to Lagos, I think 8 months every Thursday, 8 months every Thursday, and he started. That is the journey to become a man with the marker. Then we also talk about discipline. Discipline, I always say there's a meeting that we're supposed to have last week. So I have a delivery somewhere in Lekki. The traffic hold me down. We're supposed to have that meeting around 9. And we virtually started by 10. And I said that meeting was scheduled for that day. And it must go down that day. That is discipline. I was so tired after like 5 hours in traffic, but we still had that day. I don't care if it's one person. I don't care if it's 2 persons. Discipline in this business. Just like someone called me from Burundi today. I said, we don't have warehouse in Burundi, but I know there are people in Burundi. The first thing I told the person, I said, it's possible because the closest country to you is Tanzania, right? And I even narrated the story of how NeoLife come from Ghana to Nigeria. I even before the person, I told the person that you are going to have a lot of challenges. One, products, but discipline will carry you on. If you know that you are not ready to put in that discipline, there's no need to start. That's what I told him. Because you don't have warehouse in your own country. Meaning, as a beginner, you will need to be getting products from Tanzania, which is the closest. Right? And as you are building team, you can now begin to put the resources together. You can get more for you to start with, because you cannot do anything without products. Yes. So by the time you are getting team, they now need the products. Where would you get it? Discipline. So if you are not ready to put in that discipline, there is no need. But if you are ready to put in that discipline, everything that I can do from here will make it happen. So discipline is the key. Discipline is the key. Then the role of meeting is very, very important. Like right now, I'm in Abuja, and the hotel that I'm currently in, I've been in this hotel for like 3 days right now. I'm thinking of switching to another hotel maybe tomorrow somewhere as well. But I'm already thinking of where will I get a particular or for meeting. Like I have to have a meeting, a workshop, a training about NeoLife before leaving this place. And I'm not in hills. People that have been calling me in the ghost, I said, I'm still going to be here a week or more. I don't know when. Even my wife called me. I said, I don't know when I'm coming. I'm still going to be here. So discipline. That is just it. I talked to one of the leaders. I said, is there a way I can have a meeting, even somewhere at the warehouse? Today, I went to the Abuja warehouse myself to go and see things for myself. Yes, I was there, observed the processes and everything. Luckily for me, I even have another to place and place order as I was there too. Today, so discipline. If not for discipline, I'll just say, oh, Lagos is my comfort zone. No, this is discipline. It's time to go out. Like it's occurred to me that as I was in the warehouse in Abuja, I was like, oh, this year I think I'm going to tour all the states that NeoLife had the warehouse and up and see what it is done in those states. It just occurred to me that I have to move. I couldn't be in only Lagos alone. That is it. It's only discipline. You have to drive yourself. You don't need to wait for anybody's motivation. That's for me, right? The role of meeting is very important. And again, willingness. Allow people to decide. This month, the month of January, right? The month of December as well. The month of December, before then, I used to have a webinar almost every week. I just found out that December I didn't have any webinar. Sign up. That should be around 6. And all those sign-ups, there are people that they just come to my WhatsApp. Oh, I've been watching your video. Oh, I've been seeing what you do on Instagram. I've been seeing this. And they decide. That is what kind of willingness we are talking about. The December to 6. That is the kind of willingness we are talking about. So allow people to decide. Because I found out that people that decide, there's a way that they move with the business too.
Yes.
Right? Than anything that you want to do. Like I'm here now. Okay, since December I've been saying that I have to go to Abuja. I have to leave Lagos. Oh, I think I'm getting some clients, some customers, some people. By the time they decide that they got to find out that I'm not in Abuja, there's a way that there's a logistic company that I've been using in this Abuja for the past 2 weeks, for the past 2 or 3 months, that they will go to the warehouse, pick the product. But I found out that once some people find out that it's like this person is on Abuja, they are caught. People started calling and say, oh, I want somebody in Abuja. I want somebody in Abuja. Okay. I'll be saying I'll go to Abuja. Let's go and plant people there. Plant them there, then leave. That's it. And last week, Saturday, in the morning, I just told my wife, I said, I think I have to leave. He said, where? I said, I have to leave. He said, where? I said, I'm going to Ilorin. Tomorrow I'm going to Abuja. I have to see my parents first. I will sleep over. I'm going to. That was that Saturday morning. I started putting together. I left Lagos around. I left my house around 2. I left Lagos around 3:30. And luckily, it was one of the best times to travel in this country. For the first time in history, in a very long time, from Lagos to Ibadan, because by the time I got to the park, there's no bus going to Ilorin at all. There's no bus. They say, oh, the bus have traveled for the festive season. From Lagos to Ibadan, there's no stopover. We get to Ibadan in 1 hour. It has never happened in a very long time. There's no traffic. There's no any point that we have to stop for everything. Anything is just free road. The same thing from Ibadan to Ilorin. I left Lagos like 3:30. I'm already at Ilorin 8:30 p.m. That is usually you get to Ilorin maybe like 11 or 12 at night.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but that decision, and the next day, from Ilorin, and here I am. Thank God for technology. Here I am in Abuja. We have people from Enugu here. We have people from Sammy is here. Thank you. Sammy is from Kenya. Sammy is doing great. This is part of discipline we are talking about. This is 10:30 Nigeria. This is already 12:30 a.m. in Kenya, and he's on this call.
Wow.
It's already 12:30 a.m. because they are 12 hours ahead. That is part of the discipline that I'm talking about. There's nobody that can tell you that. You have to decide that this is what you want to do. That is a kind of a recap. And anything that I want to do, I've learned this from Les Brown for a very long time too. Les Brown will say, how is none of your business. And this also came up today. Decide that you want to do it. Go for it. Put all the necessary action and forget about how. It's none of your business. And I've seen that coming to life happen so many times. How is none of your business. So, as we are rounding up, we'd like to hear the final word from you today, and we close this meeting. Thank you once again for showing up for us, sir. Yeah.
All right, thank you too for your time. I want to especially appreciate everybody, Mr. Sami from Kenya, other people from other places. I might
Yeah.
not be able to
Every
remember.
is from Enugu. Yes. Abbas is from
Enugu, okay, Mr.
Ibadan.
Elvis,
Gochuku
well
from
done.
Lagos.
Mr. Abbas,
Miss,
well done.
yes. Mr. Bankole
Okay.
from Lagos too.
There's somebody, Mr. Kolba
That's Mr.
online.
Bankole. Yes.
Oh, okay,
He's from
okay,
Lagos too.
okay.
Yes.
All right. Well done. It's a great thing to do. You know, the whole thing comes together bit by bit all the time. And it's amazing how because it becomes part of your flesh and blood.
Hmm.
It's not what anybody can take from you to say, okay, let's take it from you. They can take
Now.
everything, like it's stolen, things has happened, but they can't take that from you.
Hmm.
And once you are there and you are anywhere, you can actually carry on making it. So I want to appreciate you for the sacrifice you are making. It's worth it. Knowledge is very important. Personal development is very important. That's what people miss it. People think, we have a very different kind of business. Other businesses is, hey, guy, come, let's just make money, anyhow, make money. That's all. If you can trick, if you can outsmart, it's not here. Here has to be development. Robert Kiyosaki said, the biggest thing in our industry, network marketing industry, is personal development, even more than money. But people miss it because if you have the personal development, the mind development with this, it will reflect in your business and you make the money. It will flow. It will actually flow for you. So I want to congratulate you for being here. I want to say you well done. I want to say thank you for being part of the mission of making the world a healthier and a happier place. Thank you for being part of the mission of ending the trend of illness and poverty. Thank you so much for being part of that. I also want to especially thank our host, Mr. Sheyomo, today for doing a wonderful job. You all can agree with that. I mean, I don't need to tell you, you know better. Because everywhere is doing a lot of amazing things.
Thank you.
Most importantly, he's representing this industry correctly. I'm very proud of him. Representing the industry correctly, representing the company correctly, and doing the best he can do. Nobody's perfect, but he's doing the best he can do. And that's why we can connect so much. On the final note, I want to say, make your dream massive. I was at the section, attended GoPro, this one I finished. I know there's a goal, and Eric will say, double that goal. It's already big. Make it big already. Make it bigger. Double it again. We did it like 3 times. If I tell you my goal, you will log out of this meeting straight. I promise you. You will say, forget. Enough. I am not hearing anything again. It's okay. I don't want to do it again. It's huge, massive. So whatever your goal is, whatever your dream is, don't worry about, is it me that couldn't do this? I will now do this. You are getting it wrong. Do you want it? Yes. Go for it. Decide you want it. Believe you have it already. And then go all out. God is the one that performs the miracle. Do you know that? God is the one that performs the miracle, not you. God is the one that does it all the time. So your own is to want it and believe God has done it for you. God will perform the miracle as you act. A farmer goes to the farm, takes his maize, puts it in the soil. He wants the harvest. He's seeing that vision. He's following the process. He's trusting the process. He puts it in the soil. How does it dare to get rotten and germinate again? God knows that.
It's only God.
Plant it, it will come, and before you need to say, wow, this guy is lucky. Look at the harvest. The one that does not trust the process will say, me, I will come and put my corn inside I will sacrifice my corn inside the soil. You will not make the sacrifice. You know why people don't make sacrifice? Because they don't believe in what they are supposed to get. If I know when I put that 2 grains or 3 or so in the soil, I'm going to get a whole bunch of this thing. Will I not be smart to do it?
I will.
But then if I don't believe I can get it, I will eat it. Because I'm thinking about now, I will eat it. That's the first thing. Make your dreams bigger. Never worry about the how. That's where we limit ourselves. Seriously. Don't worry about the how. Why? That's your dream or goal. The next thing you should be asking yourself consistently, the 2 W. One is why, The second one is what? What must I do? I want to go to Abuja. Mr. Shea wanted to go to Abuja. What must I do? I must get to the park. Okay, can I fly because of some certain reason, regulation, all this I couldn't, but I still want to get there. What must I do? He moves and he's there today. But the problem is, once you know your why, people don't actually focus on why, they focus on how. When you focus on how, you know what you are doing? You are taking the job of God and you will get lost. Always, all the time. It's the duty of God to do that. Why, what you want? Why do you want what you want? All the emotion around it. Get it? Is it your family? Is it this? Why do you want to achieve that thing? That was a session with that I bought a course. That course is $5,000. So he said the motivation, more. What's your motivation? Is it for your kids? Is it for your parents? Is it for the society? Because if you don't have that motivation to that dream, the dream is not alive, it's dead, it's an impotent dream. But when you have the motivation, it becomes potent. You know that you are charged. Forget about the how. The next question is, what must I do? Okay, do this. Make a phone call. Organize a WhatsApp class. Put your stuff on YouTube. Go and do a Facebook Live. Ideas will come. God will guide you. And trust the process and do it. God will put the pieces together and come back and deliver to you. This is your dream. And even you will be shocked how much more you get it. Then after that, I also want to say this lastly. Majority of people outside the business, and I'm sorry to say even within the business, focus on IG instead of DG. People focus on instant gratification. Instant gratification. What can I get now? Is what is ruling 95% of people's decision. You get it? So they go and decide what will favor them now, one way or the other, but will not favor them in the future. So when you see all those fasting on the internet, you can make money overnight, you can become millionaire overnight, it's instant gratification driven. And I don't know too much, but if you want to have real wealth, I'm not saying you cannot have it through those, I don't know about it. But it's better you have something solid grounded. If that's extra fine, is your life, you know. Instant gratification, don't go for instant gratification. Brenna Butcher said, based on number. But if you can make decision and say in the next 3 years, how much will this matter? You will make a better decision.
Wow.
So go for the DG gratification. So you'll be able to grind, do the work. You are not hoping for overnight anything you are building, and the success will surely come. And when you do all this, lastly, I would say, don't forget to bless other people. In the course of your journey to achieving greatness, a lot of you have actually made their own drop of water to make it happen. Just like I tell myself to, look at the parents from South Africa and a lot of other, and to have this amazing offer that could change my life this way. I've made over $1 million through this wonderful.
Wow.
I say $1 million, I'm talking about like 10 years ago. I'm not talking the last 10 years behind. I've made over $1 million. So don't you think too much is given me from that village, from that poor family?
Much more is expected.
Don't you think much? So you too, to whom much is given, because you will succeed, no doubt about it. Remember today for good and say on that day, the 4th of January 2022, I can never forget that day. That was a great turnaround for me. But when it happens, help other people. Along the line, help other people as much as you can. Make sure you guide people correctly. Make sure you represent this industry that people can say, wow, because of Mr. Sammy, this industry is fantastic. Because of Mr. Elvis, this is a fantastic industry. This is a fantastic company. And let it be the other way around, where people say, oh, that thing that guy is doing, never. Because there are people like that. No matter what, I will never. Represent it correctly so that you can actually put it right in front of a lot of people, and you will not be the cause of people being misled away from this wonderful industrial company. Finally, I want to say I have a mentor in US. I even chat with him this morning. I think send me a message. I'll forward the message to you. The brother is actually mentored by the founder. Their father is the founder's downline.
Wow.
Yeah, so, but Mike was actually mentored by the founder. He's also my mentor. And the brother, I've forgotten his name, passed on in 2013. He was diagnosed with second stage something, liver cancer or something. We gave him time to die, but he fought on, he lived for so many more months.
Oh no. Oh no, network, help us.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, so he said the book, he wrote that book, and that book is called Smart Money. How to make money without looking for another stupid job. Smart Money Manual. Smart Money Manual. That book is meant to be like a prospecting tool that people will read, they will get the information. You understand what I mean? So when he thought of who to contact in Africa, he thought of me.
Wow.
I wanted to do it. Unfortunately, there was a surgery for the wife we couldn't, but now I'm thinking of doing it virtually. I mean, it's a virtual world. So we'll do that this 2022. How soon, I don't know, but I'll conclude with him, you will know. So when I wanted to do the physical event in Nigeria, I was thinking, okay, let every company, because it's a generic event, let every company in the country, but I see the level of maturity is still very low. And I will not want to cause violence for myself. So I didn't. Then I said, okay, in our company, I said, even everybody, I don't even know. So I said, okay, I'll just select the people, I'll just give them a chance. So I requested for the book. I think he sent me a message, maybe I'm going to get it, I don't know. But why am I talking about this? He said something, and that drives me. He said, Mike, you know, all through our life, we've been in this industry. And even though he has passed on 2013, he's making a lot of money. And that's what he wants, even when he's dead. Now, he said, you know, we are born in this industry. And he said, it is unfair. Please listen to me. It is unfair for people out of misinformation or misrepresentation to run away from what will save them. That's how people do. So a lot of things that drive what I do is I want to be there representing it correctly, against all odds, against all rush. All rush or against all rush, against all odds. Whatever it takes, I might need to learn a lot of things. Like there are things I've learned. I look at myself, I say, I can't even believe this. Me, internet, website, what do I know? But I made whatever it takes, sleepless nights, spend a lot of money, millions of dollars to do that, I'm ready. He said that, and can't you see today, there are people struggling like crazy. But they have misrepresentation and misinformation, and they're running away from what will change their life, unfortunately. Do you think that is fair?
It's not.
Do you think that is fair on them? It's not fair, because even when they realize when it's really, nothing changes. So that's what I want to say. Represent this correctly, and you're going to have happiness, joy from inside out. Now the money, now the title, now the pain,
everything will come.
Every other thing will become an addition onto you. But you're not going to be a type that you get all those things and inside you destroy the whole thing. You lose your character, you lose everything. But if you have it, you actually have everything. I'm going to send a video to Mr. Shea. I'm not able to share it. I will send a video. Check it out.
Share with everybody too.
Share with them. Use it. You can use it in closing. It talks about 3 ways to make money or something. And he actually, I caught it. I made sure I caught. It started from a place and I caught. It doesn't mention industry, nothing. I caught it, but it's a whole information on its own. Throughout the video, I use it closing, and I'm planning to bring a lot of things out of that as well, because he explained everything and nobody can deny that.
Wow.
Unless if the person is, oh, this stubborn one, he doesn't like the truth. But if you like the truth, it's right in your face. So I'm going to send that. We're still going to keep in touch more. And I can't wait to celebrate every one of us more. This is a year of massive acceleration and success by God's grace. And whatever we have achieved in success, all of us put together plus the bigger one we have had, believe me, by God's grace, it's going to be the
Just
smallest portion of what individuals here will achieve by God's grace. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I would like everybody to unmute yourself. Let's clap for Mr. Majeed for showing up. You can unmute yourself, please. Make that you can unmute yourself. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Majeed, for showing up this evening. We really appreciate you. It's not easy. It's very hard before you see somebody that's been in a business that we are just coming in. Yes, I can say that we are just coming in. Someone that have been in this business for 2 decades, 20 years. It's going to be 20 years. That 28th of this month, or when? Or March, right? This year. 23rd of this month. It's going to be 20 years in NeoLife business and still standing. It's not easy to find someone like this, and we appreciate you for taking out your time. It's late. It's to 11 a.m. He's a family man. The wife, the children, everybody. Where is our daddy at this time? It's business. We appreciate you for that. We apologize for taking you away from there. Thank you very much for showing up at this time. It's in this journey of progress. We appreciate you more. Once again, guys, let's clap for him. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So everybody that on this call, I appreciate you once again for showing up. And this is where we're going to end our meeting today. We meet on an episode of a great impact like this next week. This week, I'm already on next week. This week, Thursday. This week, Thursday, where we move on in this year of scale up. We are going to scale up massively this 2020. It's a scale up for us. Thank you once again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and the video will be available for people that are unable to join the call and everybody, because we want this to be massive success, which is the best friend for both people in this team, people that are not even in this team. We want everybody to represent this business properly. We don't want misinformation, because it's not going to be fair on any one of us. Thank you, everybody, once again. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.